I don't have any fear anymore about what's going on inside my body. I also have a lot more confidence to do more things than I used to do.
Freedom came in the form of a groundbreaking new health assessment.
The power of information is everything.
The Biophysical 250. All it takes is 30 minutes to change your life. Inside this state-of-the-art medical laboratory, scientists can now see just a little bit more of the future by looking at a single drop of blood. They're analyzing biomarkers, substances like glucose and cholesterol. We all have thousands of them. Together, they offer a wealth of information about who we are.
Everything that's going on in your body somehow manifests itself in the blood through biomarkers, even your thoughts. The typical annual physical is only looking at 30 or 40 of those biomarkers, whereas we look at over 250.
These are blood tests, and we've basically taken the biomarkers or blood tests that 12 different medical specialists would want and combined them into one big test.
Scientific American writes, a great strength of the Biophysical 250 is that it can uncover a pre-symptomatic, potentially fatal disease that physicians might not ordinarily test for. Or, as Texas Monthly succinctly summed up, whatever's wrong with you will show up in your blood.
I'm a lot more active than I used to be.
Renee was able to resume the hobby she loved after the Biophysical 250 helped pinpoint a health ailment that had haunted her for years, and at one point claimed the vision in her left eye.
We were working with the National Eye Institute in D.C. to try to figure out, what was going on. And I think I made 10 trips, back and forth to D.C. And now that we know, there's no more going back and forth. There's no more testing.
Her medical team worried initially that Renee might have cancer. The biomarker analysis assisted her doctor in uncovering the true culprit, a rare form of treatable arthritis.
I don't have those strange, odd, dark thoughts anymore about what might be out there. I know, okay, I'm fine.
After placing an order, the first step is to fill out a medical history questionnaire. Next, a blood draw is scheduled for the time and place most convenient to the client. A registered phlebotomist will draw 5 vials of blood. The entire process takes about 15 minutes. The sample is then sent to the laboratory, where over 250 separate biomarkers are analyzed. The comprehensive report takes about 15 days to compile. It's then delivered overnight. The day it arrives, a doctor at Biophysical is available to elaborate on what the tests reveal and to answer any questions. The report runs approximately 40 pages and provides a comprehensive health profile. Results are broken down by category, 12 in all, which are color-coded for easy reference. The page itself contains a list of the relevant biomarkers in one column and a detailed client-specific explanation in the adjacent column. The individual biomarkers also are color-coded to denote low risk, caution, and alert. Perhaps most important, the biomarkers are studied for the way in which they relate to each other, a principle known as stacking.
These green things mean it's good, red means there's something out of range.
Dr. Daniel Cosgrove runs the internationally recognized Wellmax Center for Preventive Medicine in Palm Springs, California.
In a few pages, it puts together all these different kinds of lab tests.
And then we can talk about interventions and what I need to do to fix it.
It's not just preventive, but early detection. And there's not only early detection of disease, but recognition of processes.
The revolutionary new test led to some initial reservation in the medical research community.
Well, I was a little bit skeptical initially.
Diagnostic pathologist Dr. Randy Eckert says after studying the Biophysical 250, he's become a fan.
Biomarkers, I think, are a new way of letting people know that they may be at risk for a disease. Even though they may not have the disease, there is a risk inherent in the result.
We had a guy in here today. He's in his early 40s, and he had a big glob of plaque in his artery and in his coronary artery that he had no idea he had. It's long before symptoms. I wouldn't expect him to have symptoms for many years from now.
The initial analysis also provides a benchmark that can be rechecked in future years to measure what doctors call velocity of change.
When we find a biomarker that's slightly elevated, we put it on a watch list. So many medical conditions, I really can't think of one that it's not true for, that if you find it early, it's much more susceptible to the treatments that we have available today.
Unlike genetic tests, which identify potential risks, the Biophysical 250 provides a snapshot of what's actually going on in the body.
It's a remarkable sense of just comfort and confidence knowing that I'm okay.